What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Tekken 7 Imba update video. Today we got a major patch 5.2, a lot of changes to get into. Let's get right into it, y'all. Now the first and only universal change is that all EWGFs have had their tracking removed. If you didn't know, in Tekken 7, all electrics had some built-in tracking. As you can see, here's vanilla Kazuya. Even if I step this, he still tracks me a little bit with his body. It makes it hard to get a side punish, for example, a side throw. And now here in the modded version, you can see how much easier and how much wider I can step the electric. As you can see, here's a side throw. You cannot do that in vanilla Tekken 7. And this is applied to all characters with an electric, including Armor King's new electric, and even Jin, who has the electric wind hook fist. So this should make it more consistent and easier to step this move. The first character to receive changes we have is Armor King. First move that has been changed is his Crouch Dash 4. The damage has been increased from 22 to 30. In prior versions, this was a strong aerial tailspin, but now it screws in combos, as you can see. So it serves as a high damage screw option. And as a mix-up, it's a safe mid that now leads to 52 damage on normal hit. Now replacing this move as a strong aerial tailspin is CD1. And if you have the execution, this will allow you to link this multiple times in combos. Final change to Armor King is a change to his CD3+4, a new move. The counter hit property has been nerfed a little bit. It's now identical to down back 3. So now you have to do a while standing 4 to get the pickup. A slight nerf, as before it would allow you to get a CD1, for example, for a bigger combo, but it'll still do a lot of damage and it's still a really strong low. Bryan Fury received a bug fix. In prior versions, only the up forward 4 version of his orbital would bound, but now the up 4 version will bound as well. Small bug fix there for consistency. Next character to receive major changes is Devil Jin. Devil Jin's received multiple nerfs this patch, first being that CD4-4 1+2, the second hit, lost 7 damage, down from 25 to 18. This move was overly oppressive at the wall, and before it would give you close to 70 damage, and now it gives you closer to 60 something. Another nerf is to Devil Jin's ground laser, as in the string down forward 1-2, 1+2. It recovers 2 frames slower, so now if you successfully call this out, you can launch him at -16. It still retains the damage and is a powerful wall combo that will give you an unscaled 20 at the wall. Devil Jin's back 2-1 into Heaven's Gate has been reworked. This move will now give you an unscaled 20 no matter where it is used or how it is used. This includes in the middle of combos, as a wall combo. This has been changed so that it stacks up closer to the down forward 1-2, 1+2 wall combo, or the CD4-4 1+2 wall combo. This also makes the move more appealing to use in combos where you don't hit the wall, as you will get a flat 20 added to your combo no matter what. Another minor change to Devil Jin is that his back forward 2 move has had all the tracking removed, so now it's possible to step it with a perfectly timed sidestep rate. And final change for Devil Jin is that his back 2-3 string, which had some strange tracking, is now steppable with a sidewalk left. One change for Dragunov is that his down forward 3+4 now follows with a QCF2 automatically for a screw launch. A change for Fahkumram is that his back 1 has had the damage reduced by 2, and now also recovers 2 frames slower, and is -17 on block. This move remains a very powerful whiff punisher, but if you miss the whiff punish, you're now more punishable than before. A change to Feng Wei is that his back forward 1 will now automatically follow with a 4/forward 3 to bound on hit. Heihachi received a new move, his wall combo from Tekken 8, down forward 3, 1+2, 1. And the Just Frame Blue Spark version is also here if you input the 1 as a quarter circle forward 1. One minor change Heihachi also received is that his 3-2-2 string is now more consistent as a wall combo. Final change Heihachi received is that his new Rage Drive, up forward 3-4, 3+4, has had the last hit, which would be an additional 4 input, removed as it didn't really serve any particular purpose. Next character to receive some major changes is none other than Jin Kazama. Jin will now enter Omen stance after any Rage Dash move he inputs. This allows you to instantly bound after Demon Paw, for example, or continue Omen pressure otherwise. Jin now has a new move in Omen stance, his Tekken 8 down 2. The properties are identical to Tekken 8, including the counter hit screw launch. Additionally, Jin's manual Omen stance, down back 1+2, 1+2, will now come out 3 frames later, so it's not as abusable to use in the neutral. Final change is that Jin's Zen 3 or While Standing 3 / Crouch Dash 3 will now follow with an Omen Thunder God Fist to screw launch, on counter hit of course. Next character to receive major changes is Kazuya Mishima. Now with Kazuya, his standing twin piston, down forward 1-2, the Blue Spark version has been turned into a true just frame. Additionally, all versions of the move have had one active frame shaved off the end of it. Now Kazuya's down forward 2 has been given a clean hit property, as in Tekken 5. Now at point blank range, the move will remain -8, but any range beyond it will now be -12 once again, like vanilla Tekken 7. Also, the damage is upped by 10 on a clean hit, so now 31. This means the move hits harder, but you're more incentivized to use it at point blank range. Also, clean hit or not, you can still get the perfect electric pretty easily, as in the other versions of Imba mod, and also down forward 1-2 is also guaranteed standing on a counter hit. So Kazuya's damage remains obscene. Due to the strength of forward 4 as both a pressure move and now a counter hit launcher, the damage has been reduced by 2. Additionally, the counter hit effect no longer pushes back the opponent whatsoever, and will leave you right next to them for an easy perfect electric. Kazuya's Hell Sweep, CD4-1, has been changed. The first hit of the Hell Sweep now only does 9 damage, but the second hit is restored to vanilla. This is helping to balance the two versions, the Devil version and the standard version. Now they do similar damage. Final change for Kazuya is that his down forward 3 string and down forward 3 cancel now knocks the opponent much higher, allowing for more creative combos. In this patch, Lee has been overhauled greatly, so let's get right into the new changes. First we got While Standing 2-1. This is a new bounding string. The third hit of 2-1-1 is now accessible via While Standing 2. Can be used as a bound or a safer mid alternative if you're playing as a character with a strong 13 frame punish. Now all of Lee's rage dashes will leave him in Hitman stance. For example, here on down 2, it'll give you enough frames to launch with Hitman 2. And now here with 4 forward 4, you can bound with Hitman stance up forward 4, or you can take the easy mode back 3-3 pickup. Lee's Hitman stance has been greatly reworked, the biggest change being that all of Lee's Hitman moves, except for Hitman up forward 4, will leave Lee in the stance. The biggest changes among the moves in Hitman stance are that Hitman jabs are now limited to only 3 jabs. The third jab is now -7 on block, but all the pushback on block has been removed, so it's more useful for pressure. Hitman 1+2 is now 4 frames safer at only -3 on block. However, it is very easily steppable and has lost all tracking on both of the hits. Hitman Stance 2 is now safe, similar to how it was safe in Tekken 5. However, now it will screw launch, so you can't bound at the wall like how Lee really likes to. One change is that up back 3 now automatically enters Hitman Stance. This allows you to continue Hitman pressure immediately after a wall combo. Also in Hitman, you're able to do up back 3 immediately. A nice buff Lee received is that down back 3 will now give you +10 guaranteed on a counter hit. This will give you Acid Storm if you have the execution, or you can take the easy mode 1-2-4 as well. Lee also receives a buff to his block punishment. The forward 1+2 as a 13 frame punish now guarantees a forward 3 as shown. Another change for Lee is that all of his existing just frames have been given blue sparks to indicate success. Due to Lee's back 4 launching crouching opponents, back 3 has had its frames improved. It is now +3 on block. Lee's slide has been reworked with a new animation. Will now consistently give +13 until while standing 1-1 or 1-4, and is now -18 on block, so it is more risky to try and 50-50 people with this character. Lee has a new just frame, forward 4-1. You input it as soon as forward 4 is input and allows you to up your pressure game. Still duckable high though. Lee's forward 3-3-3-3-3-3 string has been removed. It was a safe mid option. It ended up just being a lazy mid mix-up option to an already powerful string. Now the last character to receive major changes is Steve Fox. First change is that the Lionheart Power Crush forward 2 no longer has any pushback on block, and it also has a new aerial condition similar to Lionheart 2. Steve's forward 2 1+2 guard break, unblockable, has been changed. It now has a more distinct animation, and now guarantees down forward 1-2 as a 13 frame mid option. Steve's Albatross 2 has been changed. It is now recovering 5 frames faster, just like Tekken 8, only -3 on block now. Another change is that Steve's Flicker 1 down 1 counter hit has been changed, similar to other SAT launches, to now screw immediately with an automatic Peekaboo up forward 2. Steve's Punch Parry has been buffed. It can now launch with an instant forward 2. Similar to Tekken 6. Steve's back 1-2 will now enter Lionheart automatically like in Tekken 8. Unlike Tekken 8, you get +3 on block instead of 0 on block, so you can continue your pressure if the opponent doesn't duck the second hit. Steve's back 1 has been changed from a true mid to a special mid, so it can be guarded crouching. This is to prevent it from being used as a 50-50 tool. However, as you can see, it still can catch high crush moves like Kazuya's down back 3 as shown here. Final change to Steve is that his Sonic Fang becomes -12 once again, but now it deals a little bit more damage on the second hit. Last but not least, we'll be covering a brand new character to the mod, Lidia Sobieska. Her rage dashes are as follows. You got Political Storm, forward 1+2 3-1-2 for a full launch. Next is forward 1+2, also for a full launch. Lastly, we have full crouch down forward 2. This can be used as a 12-frame launch punish. Lidia's main weakness in the mod is that her lows are very bad and risky. Here, down back 4 is made launch punishable -15, and now gives a +11 on counter hit, but on normal hit only -1. Her down back 2 now gives a guaranteed follow-up on counter hit. However, the frames have been nerfed on it. It's -16 on block and -3 on hit. Additionally, the damage on her red tape knockdown low is also lower, now only doing 28 on a clean hit. Another aspect of how she's balanced in this mod is that she's intended to be a strong ground game type of character. Her hop kick's pretty weak as it instantly screws, and her 3-2 remains 17 frames, so to really get a good high damage launch, you're going to need to have your whiff punish game up pretty strong. Instead, she's going to get a lot of her damage from her guard break, from punishing, and potentially from her new 4-forward-2 counter hit that does a very large chunk of damage. A change she's received to her stances is that now the old move that came out of cat foot stance 1 or forward cat stance, however you want to call it, the big axe kick, now comes out of the heaven and earth stance as the 4 input. Instead, as you can see here, cat foot 1-4 is now this quick mid check that's only -1 on block. It's a better version of her down forward 4. This version of the attack, however, does not have the strings and follow-ups to it, so it is only this quick mid-check. Her most buffed up attack is none other than the infamous forward 2. It's now +2 on block with this big block stagger. She recovers slower herself, and it still remains a very steppable move, so this really encourages you to want to step this character. On her political storm, the new tactics hit effect at the wall has been removed, and it's once again a wall splat. The damage has also been upped a little bit. As you can see, you can use the guard break to pressure people at the wall and deal a ton of damage. Yeah, 85. It's pretty scary. Her forward 2 receives a counter hit effect. It now guarantees your cat foot stance 1-2 option, the right punch, which also knocks down now into another guaranteed follow-up. See, there's 75 without rage. This is going to be one of the main ways that you're trying to kill people, using forward 2 and try to hit it on counter hit. As you can see here, yeah, the cat foot stance 1-2 on normal hit is 51 if you do the clean hit version of the second stance follow-up. You can also do this, the 2 option for Oki. As you can see, you can take the pancake flip. You can also use the low, but it doesn't do anything special. Another facet of her identity is having very strong parries, and as you can see, her punch parry is now a screw launcher. That's 73 with the wall. The parry's damage has been decreased except on the just frame version. As you can see, the screw is 32 damage right away, and that is 100 off of a punch parry.
Yo, the homie Pain. Let's go.
The next move that's received major changes is down back 3+4. It's a safe mid that auto low parried, and it now screw launches on both the parry and on normal hit. The low parry has also been extended. It's now lasts through the entire startup frames just about, from frame 2 to 22. This means that anytime you would normally get counter hitted with a low, this move will parry it. As you can see, super late in the animation will catch something like Kazuya's down back 4. So if you want to start playing Lidia, I would say to really focus on using guard breaks and lows only if you need to, and otherwise just pressure with forward, forward 2, her small poking buttons like down forward 1, 2, 4, and to really try to abuse her parries and try to get good reads on people. Of course, try and whiff punish with 3-2 as well, or use hop kick to call out things if it's obvious. But for the most part, you play her like almost like a Heihachi type of character, where you really want to bully people with your mids more than using lows. Alright, and that's all the changes for Lidia. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you enjoy playing the mod.